Oh shit, are we back? Are we fucking back?
Вікно, холодне повітря щодня, відчуваю втрату мого світла. Мотори, звуки автівок замивають співи платівок. І якщо все по-справжньому набридло, хочу знову я вернути спокій. Правда, шкода, що вже все промерзло, та пішло нарешті на покій. Від звуки касету ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбота зла. Та знову чаруєм ці часи епох, щоб доля знову не завжди звела. Від звуки касету ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбота зла. Та знову чаруєм ці часи епох, щоб доля знову не завжди звела. Вікно, холодне повітря щодня, відчуваю втрату мого світла. Мотори, звуки автівок замивають співи платівок. І якщо все по-справжньому набридло, хочу знову я вернути спокій. Правда, шкода, що вже все промерзло, та пішло нарешті на покій. Від звуки касету ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбота зла. Та знову чаруєм ці часи епох, щоб доля знову не завжди звела. Від звуки касету ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбота зла. Та знову чаруєм ці часи епох, щоб доля знову не завжди звела.
You got me, dear. Sexy dynamite, you cause explosion, got me every night.
відчуваю втрату мого світла, мотори, звуки автівок, замивають співи платівок. Як же все по-справжньому набридло, хочу знову я вернути спокій. Правда, шкода, що вже все промерзло, та пішло нарешті на покій. Під звуки касет ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбот та зла. Та знову чаруєм ці часи епох, щоб доля знову назавжди звела. Під звуки касет ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбот та зла. Та знову чаруєм ці часи епох, щоб доля знову назавжди звела. Холодне повітря щодня, відчуваю втрату мого світла, мотори, звуки автівок, замивають співи платівок. Як же все по-справжньому набридло, хочу знову я вернути спокій. Правда, шкода, що вже все промерзло, та пішло нарешті на покій. Під звуки касет ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбот та зла. Та знову чаруєм всі часи епох, щоб доля знову назавжди звела. Під звуки касет ми з тобою вдвох заснемо навіки без турбот та зла. Та знову чаруєм всі часи епох, щоб доля знову назавжди звела.
Hello, welcome in, guys. Sorry for the minor technical difficulties. Let me know if the stream quality is unstable on YouTube. For some reason, it's a little bit choppy today. I think it's because my entire household is currently on the internet. Welcome in, guys. We do have a Mark Kelly special today. Oh, we also have another very cool thing that I want to show you all. Look at this! Fucking look at me! So currently you will notice that we have a very beautiful animated background, and I have a new big worm, and it's an especially big worm because like I feel like it's a little bit chunky, but it's cute. So I have like this large animated sprite. This is made by Hellbent. Some of you may know her, Hella Hellbent on Twitter. She has graciously made this awesome little swamp scene with like little floating pixies and this really cute worm for me. So now whenever I want, I can go from being a big worm to being a small worm. Wait, where's my small worm? It's my small worm. Wait, did I hide it? Oh, I hid it. That's why. Small worm show? Oh, I'm here. Where am I? Why am I like... Wait. Oh, I might have messed something up here. Hello. Hello. So yeah, I can go from being my small worm to my big worm. Anyways, let me change the music a little bit here. I almost played Wormania accidentally today. So yeah, welcome in. Sorry for the minor technical difficulties. If you are a fan of the Duckbringer stream at this point, you probably come to expect that. Something always gets cursed, and today I guess YouTube just wanted to randomly crap out at the beginning of the stream. Twitch was stable. I had to just close OBS entirely because for some reason the YouTube wasn't restarting. I don't know if that's just a problem of the multiple output thing that I'm using. Either way. So today, I have to admit that there has been a saga going on in American politics I have pretty much not been paying attention to for the past couple weeks. That being the saga of Mark Kelly absolutely fucking owning Pete Hegseth. And all of these, what I technically consider, you can call them war crimes, you can call them extrajudicial killings, you can call it just mismanagement military. Hey, welcome. Prison, prison, prison. Yeah, welcome in, Grackle. Prison, prison, prison. That's what you have to say. So we're going to go through it today. I have a comprehensive timeline we're going to go through. Let's see. So let's get started in and put together. Welcome in, Grackle. Good to see you. You're not in the server anymore. You're taking a hiatus for Christmas, I guess. You know, for all of our sakes. But Mark Kelly is going to prison. Yeah, that's where we're gonna start with this, I guess. Because like I said, I haven't been paying attention to any of this. If I'm leaving out any of the timeline as I go through this and kind of read what I've laid out here, we can let me switch on my OBS actually, because this is not working out for me. Wait. Okay, that's fine. Good to see you, Grackle. If Mark Kelly goes to prison, do you accept that we live in a fascist state based off everything that Mark Kelly has said so far? Grackle, I wonder about that. Like, do you think that Mark Kelly has said anything that justifies him going to prison? Is that your real take? So let's see, this is November 25th, so we'll start with this. God, that's so bright against, like, I wish there was a dark mode for, like, every website, honestly. That's kind of frustrating. But we'll make it just, like, a little bit smaller. You guys can read this fine, even if it's not huge. Then I don't have to fucking... Jesus. So it's really funny that you would say that Mark Kelly, of all people, put a target on National Guard's backs. That's very curious. Alright, Grackle. Let's see how it goes. So, this was on November 25th, 2025. Pete Hegseth sets new deadline in Mark Kelly probe. So basically, this is just going to go over the timeline. Obviously, most of you know about the video that some Democratic lawmakers put out, stating that, hey, just by the way, military, members of the military, you do not have to obey unlawful or unconstitutional orders. And they were basically called seditious... they were called seditious traitors, and Donald Trump called for them to be hung, like put to death, right? So, Grackle, listen, let me get into, like, I'm gonna go through everything and we'll talk about it later, so just pipe down for now, and when we get into it, we'll get into it, okay? So this was the first article that I found on Newsweek. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and by the way, I just pulled these out of the blue, you know, I don't really try to be specific when I'm just sourcing stuff to get a general timeline of stuff, but we're just going to go through this. So Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered the Navy to complete a review into what he calls potentially unlawful comments made by Senator Mark Kelly, a retired Navy captain, setting a new deadline of December 10th. Newsweek reached out to Kelly's office via email on Tuesday for additional comment. Why it matters. The Pentagon's investigation into Senator Kelly, a Democrat from Arizona, has drawn national scrutiny and debate about military law, legislative independence, and partisan tensions under President Donald Trump's administration. The case could test long-standing boundaries between the executive and legislative branches and the Pentagon's traditionally apolitical role. Kelly and other Democratic lawmakers appeared in a recent video urging U.S. troops and the intelligence community to refuse illegal orders, prompting an unprecedented legal and political clash after President Trump labeled the message seditious. So you have, this is the Department of War posting this. Secretary of War, memorandum for the Secretary of the Navy, subject potentially unlawful conduct by Captain Mark E. Kelly, U.S. Navy, retired. The Department of War recently received information regarding potentially unlawful comments made by Captain Mark E. Kelly in a public video on or about November 18th, 2025. I am referring this and any other related matters for your review, consideration, and disposition as you deem appropriate. Please provide me a brief on the outcome of your review by no later than December 10th, 2025. Kelly was one of several Democratic lawmakers who released a video telling service members that they did not have to follow illegal orders. President Donald Trump called the video seditious and said it was an offense punishable by death in a post on his Truth Social platform. I assume most of you have seen this, so we're just going to skip showing you the actual Truth Social post. Grackle, I'm not reading, like, if I just see Grackle is the one that's posting, I'm not reading it for now, okay? We'll get to it later. In a memo issued Tuesday and shared on X, Hegseth referred the allegations for further examination by Secretary of the Navy John Phelan and set the new deadline of December 10th. Hegseth's memo comes one day after the Department of Defense said it was investigating unspecified, serious misconduct allegations against the retired Navy captain. What people are saying. Senator Kelly on X on Wednesday. When I was 22 years old, I commissioned as an ensign in the United States Navy and swore an oath to the Constitution. I upheld that oath through flight school, multiple deployments on the USS Midway, 39 combat missions in Operation Desert Storm, test pilot school, 4 space shuttle flights at NASA, and every day since I retired, which I did after my wife Gabby was shot in the head while serving her constituents. In combat, I had a missile blow up next to my jet and flew through an anti-aircraft fire to drop bombs on enemy targets. Senator Kelly continued. At NASA, I launched on a rocket, commanded the space shuttle, and was part of the recovery mission that brought home the bodies of my astronaut classmates who died on Columbia. I did all of this in service to the country that I love and that has given me so much. Secretary Hegseth's tweet is the first I heard of this. I also saw, the first I heard of this. I also saw the president's post saying I should be arrested, hanged, and put to death. If this is meant to intimidate me and other members of Congress from doing our jobs and holding this administration accountable, it won't work. I've given too much to this country and to be silenced by bullies. I've given too much to this country to be silenced by bullies who care more about their own power than protecting the Constitution. Democratic Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey on X on Tuesday. We must not be silenced. Thank you, Mark Kelly, for continuing to use your voice. It's an honor to stand with you. Trump on Truth Social over the weekend. I love how they've quoted him with the caps lock on. I appreciate that. The traitors that told the military to disobey my orders should be in jail right now. Not that roaming the fake news networks. Not roaming the fake news networks trying to explain that what they said was okay. It wasn't and never will be. It was sedition at the highest level, and sedition is a major crime. There can be no other interpretation of what they said. So if you are urging people to disobey a lawful order, their constitutional order, like you did with Mike Pence, Donald Trump, would you call that sedition? Because in the case, what I technically understand as the legal definition of sedition is to command people to do things that are against their duty as a politician, against their oath, basically, for your benefit, which is what you did. Yeah, so this is really fucking funny. Any sedition talk coming from Trump is funny as fuck because he basically undermines everything. Like, I hate the American governmental system being so fucking partisan right now, where it is basically just like you get prosecuted for crimes only if you're in power, which, you know, has honestly benefited Democrats as well in the past. What happens next? The Navy must deliver its review findings on Senator Kelly's actions by December 10th per Hegseth's directive. The Pentagon has not specified if other lawmakers who appeared in the video may also face potential discipline. So we're going to go into let's see. So we had Senator Mark Kelly appearing on Jimmy Kimmel. I assume I can play this on YouTube. If I get fucking, content struck on YouTube, I'm sorry. We'll just go other places, but or on anywhere basically, but I think I can play Jimmy Kimmel live here.
Decorated naval captain. He fought in Desert
We're gonna go
Storm
through it. This is clearly transformative. I'm a stupid fucking worm puppet, okay?
Also a member of Congress from...
So basically, after this probe was launched and everything like that, Mark Kelly decided to go on Jimmy Kimmel Live to defend himself. I believe this was his first public appearance, like, really about this. At least this is what people are referencing a lot in further articles.
Guest served his country as a decorated naval captain. He fought in Desert Storm, and like myself, is a former space shuttle pilot. He is also a member of Congress from Arizona, who our president would like to arrest. Please welcome Senator Mark Kelly.
Turn this up a little bit.
Please, thank you for coming. I'm appreciative that you're here. I know you have a lot going on. Starting with what happened 5 days ago. The President of the United States goes on social media and accuses you of sedition.
Is that better, Grackle?
Treason, and suggests in a not so roundabout way that you should be executed for those crimes. How do you find out about that?
Yeah, it was interesting. I was in the SCIF, which is a secure facility, reviewing some stuff. That's where all the top secret stuff is. I'm on the Armed Services and the Intelligence Committees. And I'm sitting next to Alyssa Slotkin.
Mm-hmm.
My colleague, also caught up in all of this. And you can't take your phones in there, so no devices. So somebody comes in the middle of our brief, slips her a piece of paper. And I take a look at the piece of paper, and it says, "The president is calling for your execution," to her, to Alyssa. So she looks at me, she gets up, she walks out. About 5 minutes later, she comes back in, looks at me and says, "Well, he's calling for your execution too."
Okay,
so I wasn't off the hook.
You were not off the hook. So that's how you find out about it. What was your reaction when you saw that?
Well, it's kind of shocking, that the president, we said something which is basically follow the law.
Yes.
And the president of the United States says kill them, hang them, execute them, try them for sedition. I served 25 years in the United States Navy.
As I mentioned, you